tuning in to the online broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads from over 200 countries and your #1 source in after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Yeah. Welcome to the AfterBuzz After Show TV Fall Preview Part 2. There it is, Julia. We're doing all the fall shows. We just did Part 1, which included all of the network shows. Now we're jumping into Part 2, which will include all the cable shows.
And CW.
And CW.
Which is a network show, but
exactly.
network. A broadcast network.
Exactly. So we're adding that there. I'm Joe Braswell. I'm joined, as always, by my main man, Nando Velasquez.
Hello, everybody. Hi again.
And we're also joined by the beautiful and lovely Julia Cearley.
Hi, everybody. Good to see you. Well, not see you, but hey.
They see you.
And we're also joined by the Joe Sanfelippo.
Nice to be here with you guys.
Nice tie.
You like my tie?
I like your outfit.
You can touch it after the show.
I said it again.
All right.
The tie.
It's still
right?
true.
Okay.
That's a good deep V you got going there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it started as a deep V, but it's heading that way.
It's heading south fast, isn't it? Sort myself out here. All right.
Okay.
So let's get into this. So we did Part 1. If you can check that out on iTunes. Part 1. We talked about all the network shows. I mentioned this already. We're doing the cable shows, including the CW. Let's jump right into this. TNT. Is known for the Turner. Turner has the TNT and they have the TBS. The TBS is known for their comedies, and the TNT they do sort of action offerings and drama. It had a one of the biggest hits of basic cable of all time in The Closer. And they have Brazilian Isles, and they've got some other stuff. So over the
Falling
summer,
Skies was a big one for them too.
yeah, and over the summer they had The Last Ship,
which ended.
Which ended. I know it ended. I wanted to put it on here because it was part of the TNT thing.
They're
giving me so much ish about including The Last Ship in our fall preview,
which ended over the summer. For those of you who didn't know,
it's long gone.
The Last Ship was a show, and it was Michael Bay, and it was actually good, and again it was a big hit, and it's got renewed, and it has Eric, what's that guy's name? Eric Dane, Heartthrob, McSteamy himself, as well as Adam Baldwin, who we love. So it's a great show, action stuff. It's good. So that happened, and then we also have Legends, Nando, which is another show that actually started already, but it's happening now.
Yeah, well, it just started like about 2 weeks ago, so we're starting to get into stuff for the future.
With fan favorite.
I think the thing with TNT to keep in mind is TNT had a major presence at Comic-Con this year. It was their biggest presence yet. Really based on the foundation of Falling Skies, which is ending after next season. So they are building a new slate of shows to replace Falling Skies. Legend definitely falls into that. It features Sean Bean, who many people know as that guy who died on one of many people who died on Game of Thrones, but probably the biggest.
Spoiler alert.
One of the biggest ones.
Spoiler
I'm not
alert.
telling all of them. I'm just saying that one. At this point, if you haven't watched Game of Thrones and don't know
too
that,
late.
then it's too late.
It's not our fault.
It's too late. It's not our fault.
we cannot be held responsible.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, then watch Game of Thrones. But anyway, so Sean Bean is known for actually dying in a lot of other things besides that. The big one was Game of Thrones. So TNT had a really smart marketing campaign, which was #Don'tKillSeanBean. Right. And they actually had more fun with it. Funny or Die did a feature with Sean Bean on the set of Legends trying to kill himself on purpose on the show because he just felt that's the only way he can be an actor is if he finds really awesome ways to die. Yeah. So Legends pretty much he plays an FBI agent who what a legend is actually for somebody to describe that it's a fabricated identity within a U.S. undercover job. Ooh. So that's what a legend is. So Sean Bean has played a bunch of different legends. His main character is Martin Odom. But in the pilot, what we saw was that some unknown guy walks up to him and pretty much says, "Do you realize that you're Martin Odom, the man you think you are, is actually a legend as well?" So it's really interesting having Sean Bean question his own sanity in a way, as to whether or not how deep he really is undercover, or just going from character to character to character. So it's a lot of interest. Cool. The reviews have been so on it, ratings have been so on it, but TNT is putting a lot on this. And after what Last Ship has done, TNT is definitely a player in cable with these two shows.
And frankly, Last Ship had some middling reviews, and the fans loved it. So it got good ratings. So hopefully Legends will be the same. And yeah, giant presence at Comic-Con. I just saw Sean Bean's grill
everywhere
on the side of a Marriott, like a giant.
He's a phenomenal actor. It's a shame that he dies in anything.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that.
It seems like they're kind of doing an unknown thing, right? The Liam Neeson Unknown movie, was that the similar thing, right? He was an agent, didn't realize he was an agent.
There's a little bit. I think there's a little bit of that vibe in there. Yeah.
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 I think it's terrific. I always love those things where the body, when they get to have those shots where the body takes over and does things that the guy's not really aware he's doing.
Yeah.
He's so well trained.
Let's move on to another TNT offering, Public Morals. Now this is a fall show. That is a fall something that's coming out.
That's gonna happen in the fall then.
This is going to be 2015 actually.
This is new news.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a mid-season deal.
Yeah,
right?
so this will be. I don't have an exact date on this, but this is 2015. So this is Steven Spielberg is actually executive producer through his Amblin Entertainment banner. 10-episode order. So this is written by, directed by, executive produced by, and starring my man Ed Burns.
All right.
So that's kind of cool. So this is a pilot. It's set in 1967 in New York City's Public Morals Division. And it has to do with cops that are walking the line between morality and criminality. There's a great quote in the trailer that says, our city likes to have a lot of fun, all of them illegal. We do what we've done for the last 100 years and we manage it. Think of us as landlords, and if you want to be in business, pay your rent. Right. So he's living in this, as a cop, in this dark underbelly of 1967 New York, and sort of managing the criminals. Everybody's making money. Everyone's safe until they're not. Right. And at the same time, he has a home life, and he's trying to raise his sons to be morally sound. So 10 episodes, like I said. It's looking really cool. I'm really excited. And it's set actually to be inspired by Ed Burns' own life growing up in a family of cops in 1960s New York.
Again, we talked about this in part one. This new thing of having these auteurs and these directors come in and do this sort of 10-episode movie. So this is Ed Burns' offering than that. We talked about Ed Burns before as really being sort of a very, very interesting and good director and a very good writer. And we're kind of like, some of us are a little fancy on him as an actor. But when he gets in his wheelhouse, like, he can do something well, and this looks like this could be right in his wheelhouse.
It looks like it's shot beautifully. He's so great with that. And I really like his writing. I always have.
Sure.
And actually, he's also going to be showing up on TNT as well as Bugsy Siegel in TNT's Mob City.
Oh,
so
there it is.
He brings a blue-collar authenticity, I think, that is often faked, but he seems to have it on a deeper level.
Sure.
So I really do buy a lot of what he does.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't buy him because it seems sometimes they write too much for him, and I think that
they
falls.
Meaning him, because he writes most visual
stuff. And those are the times where it gets a little weird. And I think sometimes when he guest stars is when that kind of has been like But when he's playing, it seems like when he's in the right script. And then he really doesn't have an authenticity I think you can't touch.
Yeah, when he has this sort of romantic comedy thing he does, this romantic thing he does, and he also has this, he writes himself as a romantic lead, and those movies are kind of effective. But when he does this kind of stuff, I mean, like, this is really interesting too. So I'm very excited.
And it has a really cool cast. We also have Michael Rappaport in it, and Katrina Bowden, the hot girl from 30 Rock.
Sure.
Who's looking really like a hot prostitute in this.
Yeah.
So hey.
Good.
All right. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Joe, tell us about Proof.
Proof is something I'm really looking forward to this idea. Not just because I love Jennifer Beals, but I love Jennifer Beals. Yeah. And
another female lead, another woman of color. Female lead.
She's all the way back to Flashdance, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah.
That Jennifer, I can't even get my head around that. But
were you born?
Maybe, yeah.
I remember Flashdance.
I mean, Jennifer, that's Flashdance, The L Word, The Book of Eli, Devil in a Blue Dress. I mean, she's been working forever, and she is a phenomenal actress.
And she looks fantastic.
She looks amazing.
And she was great in Chicago Code, which was the Sean Ryan thing that got canceled. But man, she was great in that too.
I'm gonna blow your mind right now. You know that Jennifer Beals is 51 years old.
I knew that.
Hot damn!
Wow. I knew it. She looks fantastic.
Astonishing.
Yeah. Okay. So tell us about
the
show. We love her.
Besides how amazingly good she looks, so here's what the show is. This is basically the idea behind this. She plays this brilliant surgeon who has recently lost her teenage son, and her marriage is kind of collapsing around her. Matthew Modine plays basically a millionaire who wants to find scientific proof that there is something after we die or nothing after we die. And she says, yeah, he basically calls her in, and she goes in and meets with him under duress. And she says, listen, we've all wondered that. Too bad. And he says, well, the difference is that I have the money to actually find out. So let's do this. So that's going to be basically what the show is about.
I'm going to watch the hell out of this.
I love this idea. Executive producer Kira Sedgwick, Rob Braggan, who wrote Murphy Brown. Great, we got Tom Jacobson writing the pilot. This is very exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Alex Graves from The West Wing, Game of Thrones, who directed the pilot. I think this is going to be a really, really neat show to watch.
I'm going to watch the crap out of this.